Where's Hector? Yeah, we're going to get something going here, so please, let's not take 10 minutes to get it settled down, because then we have to end the evening too early. All right, Hector, I'm going to turn it over to you. Take on.
All right, hey, if y'all give me attention just for a second here. Dooley, John Dooley.
Yo!
Sit down, buddy.
Yo, Betty!
That's not the first time that's
He's
happened.
always been a troublemaker.
Some things never change. All right, so they're going to begin serving dessert. Right now, my best friend in the world, Randy Barbas, is a little anxious because we are about 20 minutes behind schedule.
30.
Okay? So who in the room does not love Randy Barbas? That's what I thought. All right? So if you love Randy, this is time to be quiet. Eat your dessert. And let's move on with the program. It's going to be a little different than the program you have written in front of you. We've made an adjustment here. But I'm going to introduce Diego Vieja. Diego is a Jesuit student who, on a Saturday night, when he's home from college, has offered to give up some of his time to talk to us about Jesuit High School as it currently is. We know it as you remember it. Diego graduated last year from Jesuit. He won the Gavin Award for the student in high school that demonstrated the highest level of generosity and service. And so, it's a very special honor after graduation. He spent his first year at Notre Dame University. He's there, and Diego, come on up, and I'll stop talking and let you talk to us for about 3 minutes. So thank you.
Good evening, members of Jesuit's class of 1975. It's really great to be here with you guys tonight. As Dr. Buell mentioned, my name is Diego Mejia. I'm a graduate of Jesuit's class of 2024 just last year, and I'm a freshman at Notre Dame right now. Going to be a rising sophomore next year. It's mostly great to be here tonight to see the enthusiasm and the continuity of what you guys found in your time at Jesuits. I've really appreciated it just 1 year out, but I know I'll most appreciate it as the years go by. For me, my story of arriving at Jesuit is different than most. Although I've lived in Tampa all my life, my family's actually originally from Mexico. I was born in Mexico and lived there until I was 4. Because of my dad's change in occupation, we moved to the US when I was 4, and at that point, my academic career really started. I attended a public elementary school and a middle school. Then when the decisions for high school came around, it all seemed to point me towards Jesuits. Really, the Lord's providence led me here, and I really came to love my time at Jesuits. Over the years, I always wondered why my parents made that transition, having grown up in Mexico and then moving all the way to the US. It's only after having attended a place like Jesuits, one that really prepared me also for a place like Notre Dame, that I realized that's precisely why my parents decided that. It's because of the formation available at a school like Jesuits. It's the formation I came to love in my 4 years there. It's really what's written in the alma mater. You have these phrases, you have these words, freedom and brotherhood, service and friendship. These are emphasized because these things are on the hearts of the Jesuit students. It's what they're raised in, it's what they're formed in. And it's what I received in those 4 years. It really is a great community where you find a common mission, you find a brotherhood, a community that really brings you to that mission, and then you go out to serve. You go out to be a man for others. Just as much as I came to be formed by that in a holistic way, I've seen the lives of so many other students completely impacted by it. I had a very privileged position at Jesuit, just being able to be in the lives of many young men, mostly through peer ministry and different involvements in the faith. And I've heard the stories. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen young men who've come to Jesuit, some very lost, not knowing what to do with their lives and finding the purpose that only a school like Jesuit could give. I've seen others who were more prepared for life, but who really came to find the way to excel, the means to do that by their time at Jesuits. I've seen other students who, like me, arrived at Jesuit with no faith at all. I had been raised in the faith, but it was only upon coming to a place like Jesuit that I returned to the faith, and that especially has been the greatest gift the school's given me. I've seen other students who have struggled over the years, some who only came to find meaning in their lives and to know how to decisively act on that after their time at Jesuits. What I've most found is that those who most often reap so much from their time at Jesuits are those who needed the aid, the financial aid especially, to get there. And I've seen that in the lives of many students. I especially am here today just to thank you guys for the way you've each contributed to that. I know that your class of 1975 has a scholarship you offer to students who look to a place like Jesuit and would like to be there, but don't have the financial means to attain that. And I'm very grateful, even just on behalf of past Jesuit classes and members of my own class who received that scholarship. I would like to thank you all for contributing to that scholarship year after year. Thanks to all of you. The hope, of course, is to continue that scholarship, and it's really just a scholarship for the purpose of continuing what Jesuit's been all these years and giving opportunities for those students who would like to be a part of it. Each of these students would be gifted a scholarship and would be able to attain the education of Jesuits. Above all, to receive what I shared, all those things that are explained in our alma mater, but most of all, to receive a common mission. I always love to explain it and to keep it in mind myself. It's the mission that St. Ignatius cast with his quote, "Go forth and set the world on fire." That's really what Jesuit prepares each of us for. It's what I see in your class and in the causes you've set upon, such as the scholarship. I'll say that, your class even got an early start to it. I've heard the stories of lighting Type of Catholic's homecoming bonfire a few hours early. But the hope is to continue that all Jesuit students can receive this gift of Jesuit education and go forth and set the world on fire. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you very much. So it was great to hear from a recent graduate who's benefited from financial assistance to attend Jesuit. More than 15 years ago, a group of guys from our class met to discuss an audacious idea. The class of 1975 establishing a scholarship for a Jesuit student. No class had ever done this. At that meeting, I was inspired hearing a story of Tom and Pat Ratchford's father, who attended Jesuit on a scholarship. That one act of helping a young man attend Jesuit has led to a number of his family members attending Jesuit. An example of how financial aid to just one person can have a generational impact. Since that initial meeting, I'm proud to say that I've hounded you guys to support the endeavor. I know some of you have blocked my number. But I stand before you tonight to say thank you. Thank you guys who've stepped up in a big way. Starting with the first gift to the class of 1975 scholarship in January 2010, Jesuit tells me that 84 donors, almost all of them are classmates, have made a total of 444 separate gifts to the endowment. The class's 1975 endowment now totals $220,000. To those of you who have committed, I again say a heartfelt thank you. But we're the class of 1975. We strive not to be great, but we strive to be epic. So tonight, I issue a challenge to the class to meet the following two goals. Number one, have each member of our class make a contribution to the class of 75 endowment. It could be $50, I don't care. have every member of our class make a contribution. Number 2, to have the endowment reach $400,000 in the next 5 years. There's information on the tables on how to contribute. To start us off toward that goal, tonight I'm contributing a check for $1,975. Because I like the number 1975. But I say all this not to pat myself on the back. No. I tell you this because, like all of you here, the Jesuit experience changed my life. And I want to help change the lives of other young men going forward. This is truly the calling to be a man for others. Thank you.